One of the most beneficial things I ever did for my diet was I got rid of the whole cheat day thing. Now, if you're practicing cheat days and it seems to work for you, that's great, do continue. But let me give you another perspective that I've learned over the years that helped me, and maybe it will help you too. Basically, back in the day, I used to eat good and clean all week long, and then cheat day was like Saturday or Sunday or sometimes even both days. But I noticed a pattern that kept recurring every single week, because what would end up happening is once that cheat day hit, it was like, gotta get it in as much as I possibly can, and I would overgorge myself. I would just be eating too much pizza, too much candy and junk food, and I'd feel like crap. Towards the end of the cheat day, I would also start to feel like, oh, the day's almost over, I gotta get it in while I still can. So even if I didn't feel like eating pizza or junk food or whatever, I kept eating it because I felt like, well, I won't be able to do it again for a while, so I better get it in right now. And this is a pattern that kept recurring that caused me to overeat over the weekends. And it's something I now like to call dietary scarcity. It's this idea of when we have the ability or the, quote, permission to get something, you gotta overload yourself. And you gotta eat as much as you can because that permission's soon going to go away. The strategy that I used instead was I gave myself full permission to have flexibility in my diet in any way that I wanted. I can eat anything at any time in any quantity I want. This required getting rid of all the rules. The cheat rules, the dietary rules, what constitutes good eating and constitutes bad eating and stuff. And instead, I started basing my diet based off of how do I eat to actually be healthier, to feel better, to perform and look my best. Because that is the goal after all. I noticed the cheat day revolved around food rules. And when the rules were in charge, I wasn't. And it was always a crapshoot on whether or not those rules were actually most beneficial for me. But when I gave myself permission to eat anything at any time, anyway, but as long as it helped me look, feel, and perform my best, then I could make choices on a case-by-case basis. So eating pizza on a Tuesday night, I could look at that and say, okay, great, pizza. But my mind didn't think, I gotta get it. Because if I have permission to eat pizza now, I've got to get it while I can. It was like, wait a minute, hang on. Do you really want to eat pizza now? Is this really what you want to do? Is it going to help you look and feel your best? Sometimes the answer is yes. Sometimes the answer was no, but I was basing it off of what was actually best for me at the time, not best for the rules. And sometimes I would say, okay, yeah, I want pizza, but how much is good? Because a healthy diet is a lot more than just what you eat. So it's like, how much do you eat? Well, probably one slice will be okay, maybe two. Okay, so then I could make choices based on what's best for me. And the key to making those choices was doing away with the whole food rules and the cheat meal sort of idea. So that's just how I did it. Maybe it gives you some ideas, maybe not, I don't know. Do what's best for you. Don't listen to me, listen to your body. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours down below. Be fit, live free.